Hello everyone, this is Kevin, your entrepreneur, and it is 3:30 a.m., January 7th, 2017. Another sleepless night, another, another day of not leaving the house, another day of not shaving apparently. And while I'm lying around thinking of life, general things that have happened, it dawns on me we are at the point where Uber is getting ready to cut the rates. And another night of not having combed my hair, gotten a haircut, apparently. And so it is interesting because January 8th through the 10th is usually when the rates get cut. And what they and the timing for this is because it's usually the weekend after New Year's. When people are short on spending, they don't want to go anywhere, and to encourage people to use the service more, they have temporary price cuts, which become permanent price cuts. And you know what? Here's the thing. They also normally have holiday price cuts. For Christmas, they normally cut the prices to encourage people to use Uber during Christmas. They didn't do that this year, or last year, I guess. Now, they didn't do it last year. This year, I'm just gonna say this year to avoid confusion. And the rates are already so super low. You have to wonder, can Uber do it again? Can they do it again? And so, viewers of my channel and YouTube land in general, it's time to make a bet. The bet is, do I believe Uber will actually cut the rates again come Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday? Let's just say next week. And of course, if they end up cutting the rates anytime in January, the bet will still be valid. But if it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen in after the weekend's over. Will they cut the rates? I am going to wager no. I think for the first time in 5 years, there will not be any rate cuts. And here's why I think that, and there's every reason to believe they will. This will probably be wrong. Heck, I'm honestly even half expecting them because that would just be life. But here's the thing: the rates are too low right now. They need to go up. That is so obvious. They need to go up for a number of reasons. They need to go up so the drivers can start making more money. They need to go up so Uber can start making more money. They need to go up so that Uber doesn't have to compensate drivers extra money coming out of their own pocket to get us to drive because we are not driving because the rates are too low. They cannot afford to cut them again. They are already on such thin ice with these rates that if they were to cut them just one more time, I don't know if Uber would have a business the next morning. The drivers would just simply stop driving. They aren't that desperate. And those that are, well, I'm sorry, but you're not going to be making money on another rate cut anyway. And if the drivers stop driving, it'll just lead to nothing but surge. And then you might get some of those drivers back, but they're not going to drive for another cut rate. The rates need to go up to $2 a mile again. It's that simple. That's livable. And here's the thing. People will probably ask me, well, Kevin, you brag about making, $700, $800 a week on 20-hour weeks. Yes, I game the system so that it does that. I shouldn't have to. No one should have to game the system to make money doing this. And if they cut the rates again, even if they're not drastic, even if it's just like 5 cents, it'll be the breaking point. I hear that the rates in Detroit City are 35 cents. If they cut the rate 6 cents, that's less than 30 cents a mile. They can't do it. They just cannot do it anymore. I don't think they can afford to do it again. I don't think they'd have a business if they did it again. And here's the thing, they don't need to. They really don't. Yeah, they're not a publicly traded company yet, and I know they want to show continued growth to their investors, but you know what investors would also like? They would like to see you start making money. Like, I'm sure that $4 billion Uber almost lost last year, I'm sure that caught some of their investors' attention. And they're going to be, and if they cut the rates again and the drivers stop and less money comes in, they're going to ask, hey, what's going on? They're like, well, we're showing growth. Like, yeah, you know what? You're already valued at $69 billion. Show profit. Show us that you're worth that money on paper. So I'm going to wager that no, the rates are not going to get cut, even though everything historically is showing that they will. And here's the thing: if I am right, no, I don't know if I'm right. I guess if I'm right, everyone can just thumbs up this video. That'll be my thing. If I'm wrong, well, I will make a video you guys want to make talking about whatever subject you want. And what I will do is if I'm wrong, you guys can start making suggestions on what rant you would like me to do on this service. I will do a Twitter poll and you guys can vote on it. And that will be my concession to you guys for being wrong. But I am going to be ever so slightly optimistic because God knows I need to be optimistic about something in my life these days. The rates will not get cut. They will not go down. I think the days I'm going down are over because they just simply can't afford to do it anymore. They just can't. So I could be totally wrong. And it's like, again, it's 3:30 and I'm a mess right now. It's just something I thought of. So, this is what I do at 3:30 in the morning, folks. I talk to you on YouTube. But I like doing it. I really do. In fact, I'm even going to take this moment to thank you guys for watching the videos, for commenting on the videos. I mean, even the ones who honestly don't say anything nice. You comment on my weight, or you think I'm griping, or you don't think my points are valid, which is perfectly fine. I never claim to be a know-it-all. But the interactivity helps. It really, really does. For the record, my therapist has recommended that because I have a community, over 400 subscribers. That's not as much as some people, but you know what? I accumulated those subscribers in a very short amount of time, so I must be doing something decent. She recommended that maybe I share what's going on with you guys, and you know what? Maybe I will. I guess the thing that scares me is not that any of my videos have gone super viral, except for a couple Postmates video and the why you shouldn't deliver for Uber Eats. The idea of the story going viral kind of terrifies me. I don't know if I'm ready for it to be out there. It helps to talk about it. It does, but I don't know if I want it out there. So for the time being, just going to talk about the rates. I don't think they're going to get cut. Not this year. Maybe not next year. In fact, I think next year they're probably going to go up. Because they have to. We're at the point where Uber has to raise the rates. They just can't put it off anymore. We'll see if I'm right, though. If I am, then like the video just to show that I was right. And if I end up being wrong, well, then I guess I have a video rant of your guys' choosing to prepare for. We will find out in a few days. And you know what? Thank you for spending this time with me. Like, favorite, share, subscribe if you feel inclined. And as always, flame responsibly. Have a good one.